welcome. Next week, you better get your pre-orders set because next week we're gonna get a lot of stuff and you might just enjoy it. Now we're gonna have our project boxes. The boxes we can put our paints and our hobby tools in. Which I have to say they're coming with different models. I'm not really that interested about the boxes. I'm interested about the rest of the announcement for next week's pre-orders. But let me just say this. The box is a pretty good idea. It looks nice. It has hexagonal stuff in it. It really is a nice way to make sure your paints are all properly placed. But with all that being said, I think there are cheaper options because Games Workshop has the tendency of overpricing their boxes. But we're not here for this. We're here for the rest of the announcements. Ceratus Knights that come with a big lance. Now, next week, one of the most popular Ceratus Knights will be charging into the fray into Adeptus Titanicus with a new box set containing 2 Knight Lancers. And here they are. They look quite amazing from the model perspective, I have to say. The paint job on them is pretty good. The lances look very good as well. The shields, we don't really see them that good from their models, but they look nice. I like this. I want to say the shield, but I can't really see it. But the shield model looks interesting. I like the way it's made. And also, they say that this is something people are just waiting for, and they're gonna be coming in a box of 2, which is even better if you play Adeptus Titanicus. And you're gonna have a great fun time. Looking at the models, I have to say they are, again, Games Workshop quality, and that has never been a doubt. Everything that's made by Games Workshop is good quality. In of itself, they make good miniatures. But I like the way these look. They look amazing. The green on the paint here, the green we see on them right now, is exceptional. That looks very good. The lances, the heads, the legs, it's the terrain standing in front, but I like the legs, the shoulder pads things, and I think they might even have something akin to a fleur-de-lis, but it's not really a fleur-de-lis, it's more of a triangle. A man? Is this a Thousand Sun? That's some heresy right there, but no. This looks good. Now what really made me want to do this video is the following thing. The new Warlord Titan and his loadout. Think about this. You have an Imperial Titan, a Warlord Titan. And you know these things are big and expensive. But here's the thing. Now they can have a Powerfist, and as they mentioned, the size of an Imperial Knight. Now the Imperial Knight was described in Battle for Moloch as having all the pros of being of a Warlord Titan, but also the advantage of being smaller in size compared to the Warlord Titan and the Warhound, which makes them quicker. But let me just say with this. That fist is exactly what I imagined when I thought about Warlord Titans while reading the books, while getting into the lore. Just big punches. Very good to punch from Titan punching Titan. Now, they also say they're going to include carapace mounted laser blasters. You can see here. And yeah, sure, that's pretty good. I mean, you want guns on top of your Warlord Titan. That's what I always wanted. Guns on top of guns on top of guns. I should be a work player. Why am I collecting Space Marines and not works? That is a question for another time. But yes, they come a pair of some Fury Plasma Inhibitors. I can't see it, yes. And an Archeon Titan Power Claw, which is the Imperial size, the Imperial Knight Fist. As they say, this kit is a must-have. And I have to agree, if you can afford getting this, if you can afford getting a Titan, this thing is worth grabbing. This thing is amazing. It's a Titan, so it has a lot of details. It's not even a miniature, it's a figure, it's a child. It's the size of a child. With guns. I don't know why that gets me so happy, but it's amazing. And the fact that it has a fist, sure, you might say that a fist might not be the best option for Warlord Titan, and there are some people that might agree with you, and probably it's not really the best. But we're talking about aesthetics. I want to base myself as being someone that looks more to the aesthetics of Games Workshop rather than, well, the game, the playing part. Even though I plan to pay to play, I plan to play with the Spatial Farming that I'll probably showcase at some point once I get that list done. But this thing is amazing. And this plasma gun right here, amazing. The fist though, the fist is the central point for me. The fist sells it all. If there's a Warlord item that comes with this, I probably will spend money to get it. Or I'll save that money to get a car or a house. It all depends on the country you live in. Now, the next announcement for next week's pre-order is something quite interesting. Middle-earth strategy battle game. The thing is that this year, they say right here that it has been blooming and growing in popularity. Though among the circles I go to, I'm not really a part of, I don't really see them talk too much about this, but it's good. I like that Middle-earth is getting some popularity. Maybe Horus Heresy can get more popular in time, and hopefully we'll be able to have more plastic figures for 30k. 30? Yes, 30k. But it all depends. Now, leaving that rambling aside, going to the Middle-earth thing. The most interesting stuff is that they say that they're using modern miniature design technologies, and they've captured and put into the game the feelings of Gandalf the White and Peregrine Took, whatever. And here you see them coming into different forms, each one separately on his own base, which is good, and both of them on horseback. I'm not quite familiar with this, so if somebody's watching this, please let me know if it's better to have two miniatures on horseback or being close to each other, or just have them separately. I like the pose Gandalf has here in this one, where he's separated, where he's not on a horse. I think that's a must buy for me, at least. Having Gandalf in anything is a good idea, and that was a fool to kind of not get the Lord of the Rings chess pieces. Well, I could, but anyway, it looks amazing. The staff, the sword, the cape, everything. Sure, it's not the quality you might expect from Age of Sigmar stuff, or Warhammer Fantasy with another name at some points, but that's okay. I really like the way Gandalf is right here. This one on the horse, I could live without it. I mean, its existence doesn't affect me. Well, this one really makes me want to buy. If it comes with Peregrine Took, I think I can give this to my wife or something. But yes, this, from my point of view, these are interesting, and from what I see, they really look like they were taken from the movie. Huge pluses, huge bonuses. Buying it. Now, so that if you haven't grabbed your copy of Battle of Pelennor, you want the model of King Theoden, the King of Rohan, you can get him separately with his own horse. Legolas, Greenleaf, and Tauriel are also available separately, and they say they'll cost you less. You'll save money and cost you less than buy them separately. Oh, pardon. They're both in a box, so you can get both Legolas and Tauriel. I think both of them really need that remake that they gave Gandalf, or they have. I haven't been really going on knowing too much about the Middle-earth strategy game. But if they did, I don't think it really feel like it looks like the characters from the movie. I like them both. Quite both of these sets, the Theoden King of Rohan and the Legolas Greenleaf and Tauriel ones, look amazing. Nice and pretty okay from my point of view. I would probably get both of these sets because they look amazing. And the details are nice, of course. Legolas doesn't seem to have the Legolas, the Orlando Bloom, no, whatever, the actor's face, but no problem. Having these is also important if you want to make. Yeah, this is gonna be my new project. I'm gonna make a Fellowship of the Ring, where I'm gonna buy only the models for the Fellowship, and I'm not sure I'm blabbing about that. But these are pretty good. They are good choices. They look nice. And finally, which is something that I could have lived without, is Gandalf the White Dices. Dices specifically made for what's it called? Lord of the Rings. Middle-earth strategy battle game. I'm not gonna say too much about it because they're dices. They could have been even whatever. They could not exist this year. But here we have. Next week sees Armies of the Hobbit. Go on pre-order. The massive source book contains profiles and R20 army lists that help you field your favorite heroes, villains, and armies from the time of the Battle of the Five Armies. Also, an interesting thing, will it be the five armies from the movie or from the books? I mean, I know there's a little difference here and there, but just curious. Probably also get if you want to get into the must buy if you want to get into the Hobbit armies. But everything you'll be able to pre-order everything next weekend. And anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this.